this wife. Her name is Robyn, and she would never let me do anything.
Hold on, come on.
You won't believe the tea we're spilling today. From secret breakups to shocking lies, this is Unreal Tea. Hit subscribe before the drama starts. Welcome everyone. A cryptic email promises new sister wives, but instead of a healing miracle, it plunges the fractured Browns into a courtroom-ready showdown of loyalty, fraud, and broken trust. Can Cody rebuild what's shattered, or does this new chaos bury him for good? Stay with me, every secret is about to explode. A hush settles over the Brown household. The screen fades in on Cody, eyes flickering with calculated tension, as he reads an unexpected email, words on the screen, "I want to join the family." His jaw tightens. Robyn, seated across the room, senses the ripple of shock. Inside, it's not just words. It's a gauntlet. Could a new sister wife be a path to redemption? Or a weapon in the war simmering beneath the surface now that 3 wives have left? Cody stands by the window, rain pattering as memory floods in. Christine's departure in November 2021, citing lack of respect and his emotional absence during their daughter's surgery. Janelle followed in December 2022, weak alliances crumbling, the emotional wreckage deepens. Meri's separation confirmed days later, a trio of fractures within 14 months. He shoves the email aside. But fate grips him tighter. The family's emblem, Coyote Pass, is about to become a battlefield. Destined for sale, the $1.5 million deal is a dagger pointed at their division. Robyn, standing firm, protests, "This is bullsh** T. I'm not selling until it's fair." She stands her ground against a tide of pain and fractured loyalty. The camera cuts, flash to Christine. She's no longer tied to them, but her independence reverberates. In season 20, Christine steps into her new life, welcoming a new husband, asserting her identity, criticized the polygamous lifestyle publicly, becoming a beacon of freedom. Janelle's voice cracks as she recounts an old argument. Cody wanted her to buy Christine's old house. She was furious. She had given proceeds from her own home, even helping Robyn buy hers, and expected mutual fairness. Instead, silence and cold treatment. Christine echoed her frustrations. Cody's handling of finances is unreliable. Favoritism stings. In the back seat of a car, Christine and Janelle drive to North Carolina, Janelle starting anew, Christine shaking from memories. These road trips are confessions in motion. Emotion bristles. Janelle admits, "I think I'm ready," to a spiritual divorce as she finds new freedom. The ride is quiet, yet loud with unspoken betrayal. Grief echoes too. In March 2024, tragedy strikes, the suicide of Garrison, Cody and Janelle's son. A gunshot. Bowie to siblings, shrouded in heartbreak. The death fractures them further. Shadowed guilt and blame echo inside every silent moment. Janelle, heavy with grief, sells Garrison's Arizona home. It goes under market, pain replicating in numbers. She's abandoning a ghost and trying to build anew, launching Tata Farms in North Carolina with her daughter and son-in-law, a bright ember in a broken home. Christine, stirring her independence, hosts a 1950s-style birthday party. No Cody, no Robyn. Janelle is there. Laughter rings over fractured bones. This is her declaration of independence, cutting ties, laying boundary lines inside one tense scene. All ex-wives and Robyn converge at Coyote Pass in a final showdown before sale. Eyes narrow. Words are barbs punctuated by regret. Legal war over land ownership and fairness is less about land, it's about legacy, manipulation, and betrayal. As the sale lines are signed, the camera zooms in on Cody's shaking hand holding the pen. The email notification chimes again. Another woman awaits, another invitation. Cody's breath catches. The scene cuts to black. The air is heavy, like a verdict waiting to fall. The makeshift mediation room isn't a courtroom by law, but it feels like one. A polished mahogany table divides the Browns, much like their fractured history. The Coyote Pass land dispute has brought them here, but underlying it all is the question no one dares say aloud: what will become of this family now that new women may enter the picture? Robyn, visibly shaken, crosses her arms, a shield. Cody, rigid, stares down at the contracts before him, his pen tapping like a nervous tell. Janelle sits on the opposite end, jaw set, eyes sharp with the weight of loss and anger. Robyn, this isn't fair. I've put my life into this family. And now you want to split it up like it's a yard sale? Janelle, fair? Don't talk to me about fair. You had your house, paid in full, while the rest of us were left with promises. Cody, cutting in. This isn't about favoritism. It's about salvaging what we can before we lose everything. A pause. No one mentions the new email, the one that arrived 2 days ago. The offer from a stranger: "I believe in plural marriage. I want to join your family." Cody's fingers twitch as he recalls reading it, as if the words are a brand seared into his skin. Secrets never stay buried, especially when they arrive in the form of an email promising hope or disaster. Christine's absence lingers like an open wound. She's not at the table. Instead, a flashback plays, her 1950s birthday party from earlier in the season, bright, defiant, independent. No Cody. No Robyn. Just laughter and freedom. That declaration of independence made her untouchable. She's gone, married, and free. Yet, here in this tense room, Christine's choices are still being debated, her stake in the land, her final financial ties. Janelle slams her folder shut. She won't back down. Not this time. The mediation turns to the numbers, values, percentages, who gets what. But the dialogue isn't really about property, it's about history. Years of sacrifice. Years of unspoken resentment. The $1.5 million property deal looms, but Robyn's refusal to sell becomes a final stand against losing everything she still believes can be saved. Across from her, Janelle thinks of her son Garrison, his absence palpable. She wonders if Cody even grieves the same way. His eyes are cold, calculating, not like a father in mourning, but a man plotting his next move. Every word, every glance feels like evidence in a trial, one that might end with the family's legacy in ruins. As the mediator calls a recess, Cody checks his phone. A new notification, another email. This one is bolder, almost taunting. I saw your show. I see your pain. I believe I can help you heal. Cody's grip tightens on the phone. He doesn't tell Robyn. He doesn't tell anyone. But inside, a dangerous thought takes root. Maybe a new wife could be the fresh start he craves. Later, in a private interview, Christine says, he's looking for replacements. But he doesn't understand, you can't replace love. You can't replace trust. And once it's gone, it's gone. Her words cut like testimony delivered to a jury of millions, the audience at home. Back in the mediation room, voices rise again. Robyn refuses to sign. Janelle leans forward, hands trembling, not from fear, but rage. Janelle, you're holding this land hostage because you're afraid of what comes next. Robyn, I'm trying to protect what's left of this family. Cody, enough. The family is gone. I'm trying to build something new. The words hang in the air, an accidental confession. The mediator clears his throat, breaking the silence. If no agreement is made, the property will go to legal arbitration. Cody exhales slowly, but his eyes aren't on the table anymore. They're on his phone, on the promise of new beginnings and new chaos. Fade to black. Cody sits alone in his office, the soft glow of his laptop illuminating a face torn between hope and fear. An email draft stares back at him, the words pulsing. Like a forbidden secret, I believe in plural marriage. I believe in you. His hands hover over the keys. Typing means risk. Silence means regret. He exhales sharply, presses his palms against his temples, and finally begins to type a reply. Meanwhile, across town, Janelle and Robyn prepare for what feels like a legal war. Stacks of financial documents, property valuations, and handwritten notes clutter the table. Janelle flips through one binder, each page like a scar from years of compromise. Cody, typing, thank you for reaching out. I've been through a lot. I don't know if healing is possible, but I'm open to talking. He hesitates before hitting send. The weight of betrayal presses heavy on his shoulders, not only toward Robyn, who still clings to hope, but toward the legacy he once promised to protect. One message. One click. And the future of the Brown family may never be the same. Robyn leans over the table, brows furrowed, as she highlights passages from a legal printout. Robyn, if they push for arbitration, I'll lose more than land. I'll lose everything we've built. Janelle, standing stiffly at the counter, doesn't look up. Janelle, you mean everything you built with him? Not us. Not anymore. The silence between them is like glass, ready to shatter at the smallest pressure. Cody sends the email. He leans back, chest heaving, as though he's just committed a crime. Then, a reply notification pings within minutes. Fade to black. The room is still, save for the soft hum of Cody's laptop fan. A new email notification blinks. He hesitates before opening it. The message reads, Cody, I've watched your journey. I know the pain you carry. I believe plural marriage can still work if trust can be rebuilt. I want to meet. Cody leans back, conflicted. This isn't just curiosity, it's temptation. One email holds the power to resurrect a dream or bury a family for good. Meanwhile, in Season 20's timeline, the Browns are bracing for a final confrontation over Coyote Pass, the $1.5 property that represents both financial investment and emotional history. In reality, TLC's trailer confirmed a final showdown among the family before the sale, footage showing Robyn in tears, Janelle furious, and Cody trying to negotiate people. Robyn sits at her kitchen table, highlighting figures on a valuation sheet. She mutters, if this sells, what's left of the dream dies with it. Janelle, elsewhere, reviews the same numbers but with steely resolve. I've lost too much already. This sale is the only way to move forward. The scene is framed with true crime tension. The camera lingers on Cody staring at his phone, knowing a meeting with this mystery woman could ignite scandal. Intercut. With Janelle and Robyn preparing arguments for arbitration, the narrative suggests two battles, one for property, another for the family's future. Every secret choice pushes the Browns closer to a breaking point that no apology can fix. Cody begins to type, I'm willing to talk. But this has to stay between us, for now. Cut to Janelle and Robyn arriving at a mediation office, legal binders in hand. The next episode promises tears, accusations, and the first sign that Cody's secret may not stay hidden for long. The tension in the mediation room feels suffocating. Every creak of a chair sounds like a gavel strike. Cody, seated at the head of the table, grips a stack of property documents like a defense attorney preparing closing arguments. Robyn's eyes are red, glistening with unshed tears, while Janelle leans forward with sharp resolve, refusing to back down. Let's finalize the division terms. Otherwise, this moves to legal arbitration. Cody's gaze flickers, not to Janelle, not to Robyn, but toward his phone in his lap. The email exchange with the mystery woman still burns in his thoughts. One decision could split the land, another could split the family forever. Heated confrontation. Robyn, this land was supposed to be where we'd all live together. I'm not ready to let that dream go. Janelle, the dream died when you and Cody started making decisions for yourselves. We all lost, don't you dare make me lose more. The mediator glances between them, sensing this isn't just about property, it's about years of resentment, broken promises, and shifting alliances. Cody's inner conflict. Cody tries to speak, but his words stumble. Cody, look, I want peace. I want a chance to rebuild. The word rebuild hangs in the air like a confession. Janelle tilts her head, suspicious, while Robyn wipes her cheek but doesn't meet his eyes. Every glance is an accusation. Every silence, a verdict waiting to be delivered. As the meeting adjourns with no resolution, Cody steps into the hallway, immediately checking his phone. Another email has arrived. The woman wants to meet soon. But as he types his reply, a shadow crosses his face. Someone's watching from the far end of the hall. Coyote past dispute, confirmed via season 20 trailers. The Brown family faces a final showdown over the $1.5M Arizona property. Tensions rise as Robyn resists the sale, fearing it marks the end of the family vision. Janelle and Christine push forward, seeking closure and independence. Christine's independence, she celebrates her new life with a 1950s party, shown in TLC previews, symbolizing her separation from Cody and polygamy. Janelle's move, Janelle relocates, grieving both her marriage and the loss of her son Garrison, while working to rebuild a life apart from Cody. Family division, Cody and Robyn remain aligned but increasingly isolated, while the other wives move on with separate lives. But with one email, Cody may have set a chain reaction into motion, one that could destroy what's left of his family, and his reputation. The camera sweeps across a quiet Arizona night. The desert. Wind carries a haunting stillness, broken only by the faint glow of a phone screen in Kody Brown's hands. His jaw is tense, lips pressed into a thin line, as he reads an email that could either save his fractured family, or ignite a scandal they'll never recover from. Cody, I'm ready to talk. Are you? The subject line is simple. The meaning is not. Cody's eyes narrow. He quickly closes the email, as though its very existence is dangerous. He tilts his head, listening. From down the hall, Robyn stirs, her footsteps soft but suspicious. One click, one message, and everything could explode. The morning after, Janelle's resolve at sunrise, Janelle arrives at the mediation office, determination carved into her expression. She's exhausted, grief over Garrison's death still lingers, but her posture is straight, chin high, as if court battle energy fuels her. Janelle, to cameras, this isn't just land. It's years of investment, money I'll never see again if I walk away quietly. I'm not doing that. Robyn enters moments later, clutching a folder close to her chest like a shield. She avoids Janelle's eyes but can't hide the tremor in her hands. Inside, the mediator wastes no time. Mediator, this meeting decides whether this stays civil or heads to legal arbitration. Cody's late arrival is dramatic. He walks in wearing a forced smile, but his restless movements betray him. He can't shake the email. The mediator notices, Janelle notices, even Robyn notices, though for different reasons. Everyone knows he's hiding something, but no one knows what. As discussions turn tense, Janelle presses for her share of the property value. Janelle, we invested equally. I'm not leaving empty-handed while he builds something new with Robyn or anyone else. The implication hangs heavy. Does she know about the emails? Robyn's lips part as if to speak, but she quickly swallows her words. Cody interjects, his voice cracking between control and panic. Cody, can we please not turn this into a witch hunt? I'm here to settle this land, not. His words trail off. No one believes him, not fully. That night, Cody sits alone in his truck, phone in hand, composing a reply. His fingers hesitate above the screen, trembling. Finally, he types, I need to know what you want before we meet. This could ruin everything. He doesn't hit send. Instead, he drops the phone, slamming his head back against the seat. A man torn between past loyalty and a future he can't yet name. Property battle confirmed. Season 20 trailers confirm ongoing dispute over Coyote Pass. Christine's independence. Christine embraces single life, distancing from Cody. Janelle's fight. Janelle openly states she won't walk away without compensation. Robyn's resistance. Robyn fears the land dispute symbolizes the permanent end of the plural marriage dream. Tomorrow, noon. No more secrets. Dawn breaks with sharp desert light cutting through the dust. Cody's truck sits parked outside a discreet roadside cafe, the kind of place where strangers meet to discuss things that can't be overheard. His phone vibrates, one sharp buzz, and he knows she's here. The door swings open. A tall woman with auburn hair, sunglasses shielding her face, steps inside. She pauses, scanning the room, before sliding into the booth opposite Cody. Woman, you came. That means you're ready. Cody, I shouldn't be here. But he is, and that fact alone feels like betrayal. This isn't just a meeting, it's a spark that could burn the whole family down. While Cody plays with temptation, Robyn senses trouble. She tells the cameras, Robyn, he's been distracted, nervous. I know that look. Something's going on. Janelle, meanwhile, is meeting with her attorney about filing a formal property claim. The conversation is sharp, filled with legal terms and dollar figures, but her voice carries personal weight. Janelle, if Cody is already building his next life, I'm not funding it with my past. The mystery woman leans forward, voice low but urgent. Woman, I'm not here to replace anyone. But you said the dream was still alive, a family, a future. I can help you rebuild that. Cody stares at her, torn between intrigue and fear. He knows if this gets out, Janelle, Christine, even Meri, would destroy him publicly. Is this a fresh start, or the final betrayal? As they part ways, Cody feels the weight of unseen eyes. A truck idles across the lot, engine running, window rolled halfway down. It could be nothing or someone following him. Meanwhile, cameras cut to Christine's home, where she shares a cryptic message. Christine, there's always more to the story. But secrets never stay buried long. Christine's distance. In season 20 teasers, Christine is shown thriving in her new life but still dropping commentary on family drama. Property legal threats, confirmed storyline of land disputes and possible legal involvement. Robyn's fear of collapse, repeated references to the plural family dream falling apart. The episode closes with Janelle receiving an anonymous message, ask Cody where he was today. She stares at the screen, her face a mixture of shock and fury. The scene opens in the dark of early morning. Janelle sits at her kitchen table, phone in hand, staring at the anonymous text, ask Cody where he was today. Her jaw tightens. The desert wind rattles the window as she scrolls through his recent call logs, the light reflecting in her glasses. A bead of sweat trickles down her temple, not from fear, but fury. Janelle, this family has been through so much. But this feels different. This feels final. The moment Janelle knocks on Cody's door, there is no going back. Cody is in his home office, pacing, phone in hand, rehearsing what he will say if Robyn asks where he's been. He doesn't hear the door open until Janelle steps in. Janelle, I know where you were today. Cody freezes. His eyes flash, not guilt, but calculation. Cody, you don't know what you think you know. Janelle, then tell me. Because I have proof. Her tone is sharp enough to slice through the tension. A legal envelope sits in her other hand, the deed to her share of the land, ready to be filed. The symbolism is clear, she's ready to walk. Season 20 real reference. TLC promos confirm Janelle considers legal action over Coyote Pass and states in confessionals that Cody no longer acts like a husband. Her determination to secure her financial stake mirrors her season 20 stance of independence. The emotional explosion. Janelle slams the envelope on his desk. Janelle, is this about starting over with someone new? While you're still standing in the rubble of what we built? Cody's hands curl into fists, not at her, but at the situation. Cody, you don't understand. None of you do. This family is broken. I'm just trying to find a way to save it. Janelle's laugh is bitter, hollow. Janelle, you don't save a house by burning what's left of it. And just like that, the conversation shifts from accusation to war. Robyn enters mid-argument, confusion turning to horror as she hears fragments. Robyn, what is going on? What's this about another woman? Cody snaps his head toward her, eyes wide, caught between denial and confession. Janelle steps closer, almost daring him to lie. Janelle, tell her. Or I will. Robyn has expressed fear of the family's destruction multiple times in season 20 clips. Janelle has openly challenged Cody about his loyalty and behavior, though not specifically about new partners. The breaking point, Cody slams his hands on the desk. Cody, there is no other woman. But the look in his eyes, conflicted, restless, suggests otherwise. Janelle shakes her head, grabs the envelope, and walks out. Janelle, if he thinks I'll be part of this circus any longer, he's wrong. I have my proof. I have my rights. And I'm done. The episode closes on Cody, sitting alone in the dark office, phone screen glowing with a new message. When can we meet again? The camera fades in on a downtown law office, blinds casting harsh shadows across the room. A faint hum of an air conditioner is the only sound until Janelle steps in, clutching a thick binder, receipts, property deeds, bank statements, and notes from years of shared investments. Her attorney, Rebecca Sloan, a sharp, no-nonsense litigator known for her calm under pressure, greets her with a firm handshake. Rebecca, I've gone through your initial documents. There's no question, you've got a stake in Coyote Pass. But Cody's financial patterns? They're messy. He's moved assets around. We'll need more than receipts. We'll need proof of intent. Janelle exhales deeply, pulling off her glasses and rubbing her temples. Janelle, this isn't just about money. This is about being erased. About being told I don't exist in this family anymore. And in that moment, Janelle stops being just a wife. She becomes a plaintiff. Discovery of missing funds. Rebecca slides a spreadsheet across the desk. Rebecca, some accounts tied to family assets show large withdrawals, unexplained, undocumented. Do you know where these funds went? Janelle studies the numbers, her face tightening. These aren't small amounts. Tens of thousands moved in chunks, while the family was struggling with mortgage delays and property tax disputes. Janelle, this has to be him, planning for something I wasn't supposed to see. Rebecca's eyes sharpen. Rebecca, then we subpoena the records. But once we do, there's no going back. Cody will know you're coming for him. In season 20, Janelle openly voices frustration over the family's finances and lack of transparency with property division. While no explicit courtroom action has aired, the possibility of legal arbitration is directly implied in interviews and TLC previews. Cody learns of the legal move, cut to Cody pacing in his home office, a phone pressed to his ear, tension vibrating through every word. Cody, she's lawyered up. Janelle's actually lawyered up. This isn't about fairness anymore, it's about punishment. Robyn enters, visibly shaken, holding a printed email. Robyn, the lawyer says they'll be filing to secure her share of the property. Cody, they're going to pull the books apart. Cody slams the phone down, running both hands through his hair, his face twisted between rage and fear. Because in court, secrets have a way of becoming evidence. Back at Rebecca's office, Janelle reviews a timeline of family investments, who paid what, when, and how much went toward shared property. The attorney circles specific dates. Rebecca, these are your strongest points, payments you made directly, in cash, into the land and housing funds. If we present these, you stand not just to reclaim your share, but potentially more if mismanagement is proven. Janelle's eyes glisten with restrained emotion, not victory, but vindication. She leans back, clutching the binder like a lifeline. Janelle, this isn't just a fight for my share. It's a fight for my voice. For proof that I mattered. As Janelle leaves the attorney's office, the camera lingers on a single document. On the table, a draft motion to compel financial disclosure, with Cody's name in bold letters. The screen fades to black with a chilling line, next stop, arbitration. Rain falls in slow motion across a cold morning. The courthouse looms like a fortress of judgment. Janelle stands at the entrance, clutching her binder tighter than ever, her attorney Rebecca by her side. Across the courtyard, Cody and Robyn approach, Cody's jaw set like stone, Robyn visibly nervous, biting her lower lip as if bracing for a storm. The camera angle splits, two opposing sides about to collide. A neutral arbitrator sits at the head of the table, not a judge but with authority sharp enough to slice tension in half. Stacks of financial records, deeds, and tax receipts cover the table. Arbitrator, today, we will determine the equitable distribution of family property holdings, including Coyote Pass and associated financial contributions. Janelle straightens in her chair, eyes forward. Cody leans back, arms crossed, his posture a mix of defiance and fear. In this room, family loyalty becomes legal liability, and secrets can't hide behind love anymore. The evidence drop. Rebecca slides Exhibit A forward, a ledger of every payment Janelle contributed over the years, complete with timestamps and bank confirmations. Rebecca, our position is simple, my client's financial stake in the family's property holdings is significant. These records prove direct contributions, funds from her own accounts. Cody scoffs, but his eyes betray unease. Cody, that money went to family expenses, groceries, kids, household needs. It wasn't a personal investment. Rebecca doesn't flinch. Rebecca, then why is her name missing from all the official documents? Emotional tension. Janelle turns to Cody, her voice trembling but strong. Janelle, I built this dream. With you. I believed in Coyote Pass more than anyone. And now I'm fighting just to prove I was ever part of it. Robyn lowers her gaze, fingers knotted together in her lap. Silent. But guilt radiates from her posture. Every silence in the room feels like a confession waiting to happen. Financial discrepancy revealed. Rebecca presents Exhibit B, an account statement showing large withdrawals linked to Cody's name. Rebecca, these transfers, $40,000 in total, occurred while my client was contributing to joint property expenses. We request disclosure of where these funds were allocated. Cody shifts in his seat, visibly sweating now. Cody, that's for future development costs. Arbitrator, documented where? The room goes silent. The arbitrator clears his throat. Arbitrator, given the evidence, this hearing is adjourned pending financial disclosure. Mr. Brown, you have 10 days to provide full accounting. Failure to do so will result in a binding award to Mrs. Brown. Janelle exhales for the first time in hours, but victory isn't certain. Cody stares at her, not with anger, but something darker. Calculation. The camera follows Janelle out of the courthouse. Rain has stopped. But the storm between them has only begun. In 10 days, the truth will come out, or everything will fall apart. A cold wind sweeps across the barren land of Coyote Pass. It is more than property, it is the symbol of what the family was supposed to build together. Now, it stands as evidence of betrayal. Inside the arbitration room, the tension is electric. The arbitrator re-enters, carrying the final ruling. Every breath in the room seems to pause. The ruling. After reviewing the evidence, it is clear Mrs. Brown contributed substantial financial resources directly tied to the development of Coyote Pass. She is entitled to a 35% stake in the property and associated compensation for misallocated funds. Janelle exhales sharply, tears welling. Cody's jaw tightens, his knuckles whiten as he grips the table. Robyn sits frozen, expression unreadable, but her trembling hands give her away. The verdict is final, but the fallout has just begun. Outside, the wind howls as Cody storms toward Janelle, voice low but venomous. Cody, you just destroyed what little family we had left. Janelle doesn't flinch. Janelle, no. Cody. You did that when you decided I didn't matter anymore. Robyn steps forward, eyes glassy, whispering, Robyn, this wasn't supposed to go this far. Christine watches from afar, arms crossed, whispering, told you it would end like this. Meri sits alone in her car, staring into the distance, wondering if she should leave for good. Cody stands on Coyote Pass as dusk falls, staring at the empty land, symbol of a dream now buried under legal rulings and broken trust. The verdict gave Janelle justice. But it cost the Browns their last chance at unity. The land that was supposed to build a legacy now stands as a monument to betrayal, legal warfare, and love lost. The question now, can this family survive, or is this the beginning of the end? Should Janelle have gone after her legal stake, or should she have walked away for good? Did Cody deserve this reckoning, or is there more to the story? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for the next shocking chapter in the sister wives saga. This family's drama is far from over, so smash like if you're #TeamWives, subscribe for the next explosive update, and drop a comment below. Who do you think will win? Stay shady, stay curious. And I'll see you in the next scandal. Kiss mark behind TLC Sister Wives out.